In this tutorial, we'll be walking through the steps to create a window family in Revit from start to finish. Let's get started. First, open Revit and go to the Families section. Here, you'll select New to create a new family. For Windows, you'll typically start with the window.rft template. Once you're inside the family editor, you'll notice the default view with parameters like width already set up for you. Next, head to the exterior elevation view. You'll notice the default height and sill height parameters already set up for you. This is where we'll start building the basic frame for the window. To do this, use the reference plane tool to define construction lines for the placement of your window. You can pick the reference plane, copy it, and then define the frame thickness for all four sides of the window. Be sure to add a frame thickness dimension here, so everything stays aligned. Now, go to Create, select Extrusion, and start drawing the window frame. Align the frame line with the reference plane and lock it into place. Do this for all four sides of the window to define the complete frame. Switch to the plan view now. Here, you can adjust the thickness of the frame. Once you've done that, change the width of the window and check to make sure everything is working correctly in both the plan and elevation views. Next, head back to the elevation view and adjust the height of the window. Check if the changes are reflected correctly. Now, change the sill height and confirm that it works just as expected. It's always a good idea to check in 3D view as well to ensure everything looks good. Change graphic display to consistent color, select the window frame, choose a material, duplicate it, assign a color, and hit OK. This gives your window a more realistic look. If you'd like to divide the frame into sections, here's how. Pick a reference plane, copy it at a distance, and add another frame thickness. Again, don't forget to add dimensions and lock the constraints to keep things aligned when you resize later. Select the frame, edit the extrusion, and align the frame line again with the reference plane to lock it in place. Now, we need to add a dimension. Select the Dimension tool, create a parameter, and for this family parameter, name it Fixed Panel. Set it as a type parameter and choose Length for the type of parameter. Group it under Dimension. This is how we'll control certain aspects of the window as we customize it later. Once that's done, you'll want to adjust the dimension and check if it works. If everything looks good, go ahead. Test again by adjusting the dimension, and you should see the frame adjust automatically. Let's move on to creating the glass for the window. Go to Create, select Extrusion, and draw the glass of the window. Align the frame line with the reference plane and lock it. Just like with the frame, repeat this step for all 4 sides of the glass. Once the glass is drawn, switch to plan view and adjust the thickness of the glass. Then, change the width and verify that it works as expected in both plan and elevation views. Check everything again in 3D view. Next, pick the glass and assign a glass material to it. You can also adjust its color if you'd like. After making the material changes, check the plan, elevation, and 3D views again to make sure everything resizes properly when you adjust the parameters. Now, in plan view, try changing the width and verify that it's reflected across all 3 views. You can also adjust the height, fixed panel height, and sill height and check if those changes are working properly in all views. Once you're satisfied with the window family, it's time to save the file. Use Ctrl+S and give it a name. By default, the family type will be saved as a .rfa file. After saving, open a new Revit project and draw a wall. Go to the family you just created and load it into the project and place it on the wall. Check the window width. And make sure it appears in the family category under the project. To further customize the parametric window family, stay tuned for part 2 of the video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. See you in the next part.